Hey there, and welcome on back. As always, I'm Carl with Target's Attitude, absent-minded professor of knives and all things sharp. Sit on back, grab your pens and paper, class is about to begin. Today we're looking at a new one from Civivi, the Kepler. Yes, the Kepler, a fixed blade from Civivi. They don't make many. So far they've only got three. The Kepler, the M2 backup, and the Elementum fixed blade. But this one is interesting. For a company that specializes in pocket knives, it is a decent sized knife. But before we get into this too much, let's get the soloist work out of the way, shall we? For those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. Here on Fridays, we do knife reviews. Occasionally, I'll do a review of some piece of camping or survival equipment, flashlights, compasses, cooking gear, that sort of thing. But mainly knives. Then on Mondays, I do knife basics, which you really need to know. This is aimed more at the person who's new to the world of knives, wants to know what we mean by all these fancy terms. What do I mean when I say drop point? What is a clip point? What is a wharncliffe? What is G10? All these strange words that we use to describe knives that, if you're new to the world of knives, probably leaves you going, yeah, okay. With these, you'll learn how to handle that. For those of you who've been with us for a while, welcome back. Just got one question for y'all, and yes, you know what it is. Have you subscribed yet? Oh, wow. Nice round of yeses. That's great. Yeah, I'm up well over 1,000 by now, almost at 1,100. And it's great to know. I won't tell you about how to subscribe. I'm sure you know by now. Instead, I'll just thank you for subscribing and we'll get on with the video. Anyway, the Kepler. This particular one is the tan. They've also got it in black and in OD green. Very nice finger choil there. It's just very comfortable, very nice in the hand. As always, we've got G10, at least I think it's G10, let me double check. Yeah, G10 handle material, which is, as always, nice. It is a full tang design, as you can see. Nice little lanyard bar right there. Beautiful. Very thick spine. I mean, I'm not sure exactly how thick that is, but it looks, at least 1/8 of an inch to me, maybe just a little less, but not by much. Overall, the handle is about 1/2 inch thick. Blade length is 4.48 inches. Overall is 9.93 inches, almost 10 inches in length. Definite cross between a wharncliffe and a sax in blade style. It's got a nice wedge or false edge up here. It's got a pretty nice belly. Nice deep jimping on the spine. The blade itself is made of 9CR18 MOV steel, which is about the equivalent of AUS 10, which makes it a nice heavy steel. Heavy knife, I mean, it's right at 7 1/3 ounces, almost 1/2 pound. So it's definitely going to give you some heft. But let's see how it goes through our standard battery test, shall we? That is, after all, what you're here for. So, get a piece of scratch paper. And let's see here. Very nice, very smooth. Can't complain about that at all. Beautiful. Let's see here. Cardboard. Huge ass piece of cardboard, and it's double layer corrugated, as you can see. Tip goes right through. A little bit of hang up because of how thick the blade is, but it cuts. It definitely cuts. And let's see how it does this way. And that is easy as all get out. It's almost like slicing butter. Beautiful. Let's see how it does. Let's see how it does with strapping. Didn't cut it nicely with just weight on the end. It more kind of shaved it, but still got part ways through. I'll handle that nicely. Paracord. Let's see how it handles paracord. Yeah, very nice. Even with just the tip, it makes short work of it. Okay, that one kind of launched off into space. Oh, I did forget to mention the sheath, didn't I? Nice sheath. As you can see, it's got the clip on it, so makes it easy to put on the belt. And if you wanted to turn it, just those two screws right there will allow you to turn it to a scout carry, which is nice. Snaps in there beautifully. Yeah. Very nice kydex sheath. So, should have talked about that earlier, but oh well. We got it now. Let's see here. We got paracord. We got hang packaging test. Admittedly, you're not going to use this size knife to open up hang packaging too often, but if you needed to, let's see how it does. A little bit difficult to get in, but once it's in, man, it took that apart like nobody's business. That is sweet. Of course, I've come to expect that from Civivi. They're just really nice knives. Let's see. Well, leather. Let's see here. How does it handle leather? Very nicely. Yeah. Can't complain about that. Took the leather apart without even us trying. Here, zip ties. Yes, I do use zip ties in my bushcrafting sometimes. They're light, easy to carry, and well, paracord will do the job just fine. You can smooth cinch this around really fast, one-handed, and it's going to hold until you get around to putting the paracord on, if you even do. And it cut through gorgeous. Let's see if you were wanting to trim it. 1, 2. It's pulling it through instead of cutting, but that's okay. It happens. Let's see how it does on chopping it. Wow. That is gorgeous. You know what? Instead of that, a piece of hard maple. Let's see It doesn't do too well that way, but let's say this is hard maple. Let's see how it does this way. Chopping it very nicely. To chop hard maple, that's impressive. Let's try something else. I'm not going to do this in hard maple though. I want to move to a 2x4. As long as we've got the 2x4 here, let's see here. Yeah, it goes even deeper into the 2x4, even faster. So, get a glove on here to protect my hand. Don't need to see if this is a bloodthirsty son of a bitch or not. Now let's see how it does this way. I like that. It's going to baton through very quickly out in the field. And yeah, there's some marks, but pretty much polished them out. Let's see here. Wiring harness. Again, I don't think you'll use a knife this size on wiring harnesses, but it certainly made fast work of it. Let's see about splitting the wire in half. Nice. Let's see about stripping it. And just cut it. Let's try it this way. Yeah, it's stripping it. Not bad. And still, I don't see anything on that blade, do you? Other than that right there. And again, I think yeah, it's polishing out. But let's see if it did, at least tested any damage. None whatsoever. So, there you have it. New Kepler from Civivi. I am very impressed with this. It's definitely an odd shape for a sheath knife, but I mean, it's just yeah, I just don't see any damage to that edge at all. It feels so nice in the hand. Yeah, I could use a better tip if you needed to stab with, but as we showed, it punched into hard maple without too much trouble at all. Let's get the standard 2x4 and redo that just to be sure. Shall we? Man, it goes way deep into 2x4. Just very, very impressive blade with a really great feel. So, if you want something a little different for a camp knife or a sheath knife, or even a utility knife, this would do. This will do nicely. I'm half wondering how it would handle slicing and dicing raw meat, or onions for that matter. Don't have any available right now, or I'd go into the kitchen and find out. But, yeah. I'm just really, really impressed with this. I really like it. And I think you would too if you decide you wanted one. But we've rambled on enough for today. So I wish you luck. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found something new. So I'll leave you with a couple videos over here I think you'll enjoy. Of course, as always, you can hit that target there to subscribe. And remember, it may be ability that decides what you can do. It may be motivation that decides what you will do. But it's attitude that decides how well you do it. So if you're going to do anything, do it with attitude. See you now. Bye.